I see. So she... Yes, she's been pushing herself harder and harder ever since the demons first showed up. I don't suppose you'd talk to her and try to get her to slow down a little, would you? Come to think of it, I heard the veins of Clary and the mines are completely sealed off. Was that the six priests doing? Or was that you two? It was Rhea, alone. The priest and I offered to help, but she insisted she could do it on her own. Alright, I'll talk to her. Ah, so she told you, did she? She's very worried about you. We all are. You need to know your limits. You shouldn't push yourself like that. There's no need for concern. I'm well aware of my limits, I assure you, and I have yet to approach them. I must say, though, I was expecting you to ask me why I did it. Why they sealed away the Claria, I mean. You must be curious, no? I think I speak for all of us when I say that we trust you and the six priests completely. I've no doubt you had a good reason for doing what you did, and that's all I needed to know. What? But what? Do you think you're being cold or standoffish for not explaining your actions to me? Perish thought. I'm your friend. I understand there are extenuating circumstances. You'll tell me when the time is right. Toll. Sometimes even we get a little scared. Our decisions have such far-reaching consequences. First to wonder if they're the right things to do. But second-guessing ourselves is unseemly. It makes us appear weak. We must always be absolutely certain of our convictions, never wavering for even a moment. That's what is expected of us, after all. We're goddesses. No, that's not true. What? I know I haven't experienced even half what you two have, so I probably have no right to say this. But simply put, you're not perfect beings. If being a goddess requires infallibility, then you two are only about halfway there. But halfway to perfection is still amazing. Pushing yourselves to go all the way is utterly pointless. It accomplishes nothing. Sometimes you have to be able to admit your faults and accept help from those who care about you. Well, you certainly aren't one to mince words, are you? What, didn't you know? Speaking your mind openly is what you do with friends. Pulling a line like that at a time like this? You're incorrigible. Thank you, Toll. If it's alright with you, I think I'd like you to be the first person I discuss this with. When the time is right, of course. Certainly, I'd be honored. Oh, and before I forget, there was another reason for my visit today as well. Oh? Yes. I hope you like it. Hey everybody, welcome back to more East Origin, where we're now in the Guilty Fire. So let me activate this save point. And let's see here. Do I have enough to strengthen anything? I believe I do. So I'm gonna just extend the drop item effects for now. There we go. I have enough for that. We're gonna go from there, and then we're gonna go through the Guilty Fire. The Guilty Fire is a little bit longer than the Flooded Prison, and the Wailing Blue kind of by extension. They're like pretty much like just combined together. This place is gonna be longer than the two of them, honestly. But we should be able to get through all of it in one episode like we have been so far. So we need to get the Red Moon Crest over there. We just kind of need to get over to it and grab the chest and then pop it down so we can continue forward. This place, like I said, is long, but it's not going to be complicated in the slightest. There's a lot of enemies here that will give us a decent chunk of experience. We're going to sit there and just attack as many of them as possible and get the level ups that we need. Because we do have a couple bosses up ahead. As usual, we have the Great Demon that we gotta fight. But then we also have the mini boss in between as well that we gotta fight. So it's gonna gather up experience on the way there. There we go. You die. There we go. My word of advice always in these games is if the experience bar goes up quick when you're attacking something, you need to level up. Always, always. I might have said that multiple times in this LP, but I stick by it. So, this room right over here, we have a bunch of enemies everywhere. They're just kind of swarming about. What we can do is just wait until they get into a cluster and then just do that. Pretty simple, or we could have just gone up and attacked their faces, but that's just a quick way of doing it. There we go, we get the Red Moon Crest. Now we can continue. Just need to head right back over. Head back this way, kill you, and you. And then just the last of the few enemies over here should give me the level up I need. There we go, perfect, got my health back. And then let's pop this down. And we'll make our way forward. Just swap over to this. I can kind of just zoom through. I say zoom through as I get stuck on the stairwell, but yeah, just do this a couple times and get right through here. So you had to go through like a bunch of stuff in order to grab the chest on the left side over here. But thankfully, with Toll, what we can do, once I get rid of some of these enemies and get some experience. See these spikes? Swoop, just do that, and now we're over here. So let's grab this. And we'll get a rotor fruit. We'll be needing that. Not exactly momentarily because this place is kind of big, but we'll be needing it soon. So we'll just continue forward, get rid of these two enemies, get my experience, get rid of you. There we go, and you, thank you. Shame that there isn't like multiples of those because it'd be nice to actually just kill those and get so much experience, but oh well. Get rid of you. Alrighty, and then we're just going to continue up this way. Bye-bye. There we go. There. And now we have a platform over here that, unfortunately, if we were to try, we would not be able to make the jump with this because it's just not long enough. There's no way. We need to find some other method in order to actually get over there. So it's not happening just yet. In the meantime, I'm going to get rid of you. Get that. Thank you. And then you. All right. That's some extra experience right there. Just gonna jump up here. Then swoop and attack you. Get some more hits in. Get over here. And then we're gonna grab this chest over here so we can get our new piece of equipment. The banded mail. We're gonna be swiftly upgrading. That guy completely missed me there. I was about to say he was gonna attack me, but then he just jumped down. So I was like, oh well. Either way. He's gonna go right over here and then get rid of these guys. It's more of the enemies that we fought earlier, so if we can get them all in a little bit of the cluster here. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Let's just get rid of them one by one. Why not? I say as they all start going and bunching up together. Come on, really, game? All right, that's fine. Should be dead momentarily. There we go. Alrighty. So let's miss that entirely. There we go. Let's try that again. Thank you. And now in the meantime, we're actually going to strengthen our current armor. That way we have more defense because that's always nice. And then we're going to level up a little bit really quick. Alrighty, that ought to do it. For now, only one level. There's really not good grinding spots here. So I'm just going to get reduced damage from terrain. There we go. And now that we got that, let's continue forward. So it's true, you survived. Pina. Thank goodness. I can't tell what a relief it is to see that you're all right. I was really worried that you might not be. Though I feel rather bad that I'm the first to have found you. Rhea will be jealous, I think. Fina. Goddess, Fina. You see me in this twisted form, yet you say nothing. May I presume then that you've reached your own conclusions about me? More or less. You've taken on a facet of demonic power, no? Indeed. And beyond merely accepting this power, I choose also to accept the urges that come with it. I'm a member of the Darklings now, an enemy to Ys. I hunger for battle, and my aim is to sate that hunger by capturing you and Rhea. In short, this reunion is not a happy occasion for you. So it would seem that Rhea is in possession of the Black Pearl. Where is she? I don't know. She has not been captured that much, I can say, but her location eludes me. unfortunate. But you're here at least. I have no intention of letting you slip away. Will you come quietly? Toll. Well, it seems I'm a bit late to the party. Zava, what are you doing here? First stage of the ritual is complete, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to check up on you. If I only got in here a bit sooner, I might have been able to claim this trophy for myself. Such a shame. Too bad. So you must be Lady Fina. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I do so wish Lady Rhea and the Black Pearl could join us, however. Pray tell, where could they be? I'm certain you must know. Have it your way then. Lord Dallas will be most exacting in his interrogation. If I were you, I'd tell us what we want to know now. It will save you the unpleasantness of what's to come. She's not going to say a word to the likes of you. Father Shion! You. Why has the leader of the search party come this far into the tower? After hearing the report from Katina's team, I felt it best for me to make a personal appearance. But I must confess, this is not what I expected to find. My. I sense a great deal of magical power from this one, but it's so disgustingly pure. No character, no personality, all business. He is the head priest of Solomon's Shrine, and a user of holy magic. You could say he's the antithesis of you and your magical studies. So he's as dull as he seems then. What a pity. I have many questions for you, but Lady Fina's safety comes first and foremost. Will you release her to us? What if I were to say I can't? I think you would know the answer to that as well as I. You would have no choice but to secure her safety by force. Sounds interesting. I would love to go a few rounds of head priest. I imagine it would be good exercise. As I understand it, your strength must be exceeded by only the 6 priests themselves, for you to boast such a title. Flattery to get you nowhere. I assure you, my strength is incomparable to theirs. But it should still be sufficient. Shion, the Incorruptible. Yeah, it's a battle you would not expect to fight. You're going against the head priest. He does attacks kind of like Hugo, where he just shoots a bunch of beams at you. In order to actually attack him, you need to get rid of his shield. So you need to shoot him with some strong magic or attack him. But if you get close enough, you will take damage from his shield. So you want to break that and then get close enough in order to hit him. And then back away when his shield is going to pop back up. Basically, his lasers will shoot out in different directions, usually in a 3 pattern or like a couple different ways here and there. But again, you do not want to be up in his face on the shield because you will take damage. So just kind of stay away from it and then attack him. Like a good magician, he will back away from you. Which, then after that, he'll start shooting lightning depending on his pattern. And which kind of makes it nice for you to be able to charge your magic doing that. And then you can attack him. So the more that he does that, the easier it'll be for you to just charge up your magic and then you're good to go when you can get up in his face. There we go, just do that and then do a couple more attacks. It's pretty simple. It's a simple fight. You just need to just be wary of the lightning, just kind of keep moving and you're pretty much good to go. And then just do that a couple more times and then just keep hitting him. And then just gonna keep backing away so I don't get hit by this attack. Just jump at the right time. There we go. And then when he's doing with that, we just do that. And then I'm going to transform and then do some damage. I'm going to get up in his face. So he just kind of changes his pattern as much as possible. And then I can just sit there and just keep attacking him. Get a bunch of that, and he's done. You are powerful indeed. You're no pushover yourself. If not for my demonic powers, I'm uncertain I could have withstood that. How very modest of you. I cannot allow you to take Lady Fina away. You know that. Father Shion! This farce grows tiresome. Stop messing around and finish him off. Something wrong? Finish him off, I said. Or do you intend to disobey a direct order from your superior? No, I'll do it. So this is how it's to end. Toll, no, you mustn't. Sorry, but this is my fate. What? Lady Fina! Shion, are you alright? Toll, what's the meaning of this? Looks like we have some interlopers. Any suggestions? Guess we have no real choice. For now, we'll regroup with Lord Dallas at Rado's Annex. As you wish. Adieu for now, people of Ys. Eventually, I'll make a fine sport of you all. Farewell. Wait! Damn it! No! So, you won't tell us the whereabouts of your twin in the Black Pearl, then? As I said before, I simply don't know where to find them. We'll split up as soon as we enter the tower. Once we locate her, I wonder if she might give us the pearl in exchange for your safe return. No, she would not. We were prepared for such contingencies when we chose to set foot back on the ground. Such stretch will avail you nothing. What do you think, Toll? I believe she's telling the truth. The other of the two have always been quick to shoulder the heaviest burden. With her sister in prison, she'll no doubt try to forge ahead on her own with renewed determination. Toll! You are quite well acquainted with the goddesses, it would seem. I can only assume you were very close with them once upon a time. Of course, if that's true, then you are a little used to me. It'd be quite difficult to trust you under such circumstances, after all. Even one of the goddesses should suffice for our goals, as long as we have the Black Pearl. So what do you say we eliminate this one here and now? Wait. I speak in jest, of course. Once we're done with what we set out to do, the goddesses will be set free. Those were your conditions, no? Toll. However, I will brook neither incompetence nor interference, and I prepared just the thing to ensure our dear Lady Fina is nowhere to go. This is... What the hell have you done? Oh, don't get so worked up. This is powerful magic, yes, but it's nothing more than a barrier. Not bad, is it? We Darklings have some rather sophisticated magic of our own, as you can see. Goddess or no, any attempt to dispel it is a wasted effort. For you see, it was originally an incantation from your own people. Darklings. That explains a few things. You must have opened the Ark. That we did. And you're a descendant of those who turned their backs on the gods to sink the land to the ocean depths. Do you now realize why we seek the Black Pearl? This demonic essence represents the crystallization of our highest ideals. No sacrifice is so great that could possibly keep us from attaining the perfection it promises. I trust you'll look to that day with great anticipation, Goddess. Seems there's a lot more history here than I thought. Yes, dating back to even before the founding of Ys. When Maria and I were young, even by human standards. Doesn't concern me either way. Toll, wait. There's something I would like for you to take. Oh? can't be. Hey. Even I am such diminutive size took every last bit of effort I had to transpose it through the barrier. I don't understand. Why are you giving this to me? Rhea and I were attacked by demons immediately upon entering the tower. She may not even know she dropped it. By the time I found it, we already got our separate ways. You'll see her before I will, given the circumstances. So please, give it back to her when you do. Why? Why are you doing this? Well, you're searching for her, aren't you? It's only logical to assume you'll find her eventually, or she'll find you, perhaps. That's not what I meant. You don't condemn me even after all I've done. Why would you trust me with this? Because I believe in you. I believe in your determination, as well as your unwavering kindness. Thank you, Toll, for being so concerned about my safety after all this time. What, did you think I wouldn't notice? I could read you like a book. I don't know what you're talking about. You're free to cling to false hopes, so that helps you deal with your situation. But ultimately, that's all they are. My only concern is finding Rhea and the Black Pearl. Is there something you'd like to say to me? No, not particularly. You're just an even more interesting man than I thought, that's all. What's that supposed to mean? It takes an iron will to withstand the transformation into a demon. So I can't help but wonder how someone as naive as you can keep from just giving in from temptation and going stark raving mad. You're trying to start something? Don't get me wrong. All I care about is finding worthy opponents. So whether that's going on in your head is of no concern to me. It's just fascinating, that's all. By all means, go on fighting your good fight. We'll see how far you can take this little charade of yours. Truth be told, I'm actually kind of excited to see you snap in the end. Charade, huh? I burned all my bridges. What else can I do? I'm not proud of what I've done, but this is the path I've chosen for myself. Shortly thereafter, Dallas instructed his followers to split up again and resumed the search for Rhea and the Black Pearl. Toll quietly walked back to the exact spot he encountered Fina earlier, meaning, yeah, we can't go up there immediately. We have to go back to the Guilty Fire. Search was to pick up right where he had left off, about halfway up the tower. Great. It would be nice if I didn't have to, like, you know, do the Guilty Fire and just start from there, but oh well. Either way, we know there's something behind this arena, so we might as well just head right over here and go and grab it. Alrighty. Hello, enemies. Might as well just use this and just get a lot of the experience right there. Thank you. Then we're just gonna go right up here and fight a couple more enemies. Why don't you just come to me? Like so. Thank you. Thank you. Then we'll just let them gather one more time, please. Hello, I'm over here. I'm over here. Ow. Thank you. Alrighty then. Moving on. Go and grab this. Is that? It is. It's Commander Tolova's greatsword. But why is it here? Ah, that's right. The artifacts to ease at Dallas and Zavasto. This one is from House Tolva. And it's getting the same treatment as the other two. Wonder how I explain myself for taking it. They never asked me about the other two. I might be pushing my luck with this one. I should go. Toll? It's been some time, Toll. I've not seen you since that fateful day. Commander. Commander Tova? What's wrong? If you keep bowing your head like that, I won't be able to see your face. I'm so sorry. I have no right to show you my face. Seems much has occurred since my departure from this plane. I have begun walking a path unworthy of a holy knight. If you would, I ask that you release me from my oath. I don't believe I'm capable of that. I have no authority over you anymore. I'm no longer of your world. All I can do is give you this. A surge of power bursts forth from the artifact. Toll is granted the use of the Inferno skill. Inferno. Toll's Inferno harnesses the power of fire for unparalleled offense and defense. Basically, we do like an uppercut by a rising attack by using the Inferno skill. During this rising strike, we're invulnerable to enemy attacks. It's also good for blocking foes, and it works like we can just traverse large gaps with it. It's kind of like the floating effect that Unica had and Hugo had with the shield, as well as the spinny attack. And when we get a skill charge, we can charge up to basically do an even deadlier conflagration. Basically, much stronger uppercut style attack. What? I'm not worthy of such power. I know not what path you've chosen. But even if I did, it would make no difference. Whatever it may be, you must define it. Do not let it define you. Be it glorious, unpleasant, or shameful, it is no one's destiny but your own. Only you can take charge of it. If you are lost, you need only ask yourself what you wish to become. I have faith in you. I know you'll make the right choice. Commander Tova. I swore on that day that I wouldn't endure any shame and hardship if it meant achieving my goals in the end. And yet, it's what shake me to my core. I should keep moving. If only the Sea Warrior's path takes me. So now that we have the ability to float a little bit by just kind of using our Inferno skill to just make gaps, we still can't make that one gap earlier in the level, so we need a ruby first for that. So let's just continue forward for now. And just off screen, use that self-sanding pen to say I had it in my inventory that I completely forgot to use, but either way, let's just make this gap really quick. I don't know why I jumped across that to get to this torch. I was literally right to my left, but that does bring up this. There we go, and now we can continue forward. And then we're just gonna continue forward over this way. Now that we have that and we're able to just kind of float a little bit further, we can just do that and get the jumps in to make these jumps a little bit more easily. Still need a ruby in order to get a little bit more distance, but for now we can at least make these jumps at least. But we are kind of just making our way along pretty smoothly, and we can kind of just do this and get up here really quickly and just immediately get it without having to do like half the jumps to get there. There we go. And let's go down and grab this topaz. Because we need that to be stronger. Thank you, game. All right, let's just kind of gather up some of these enemies over here and then bam, thank you. Perfect. Those enemies are going to be a pretty useful grind in a moment, but right now, not so much because this room is not the best for it. We'll get there momentarily, but right now, let's just kind of weasel my way around this way. There we go, perfect. Alrighty then. Hello there. I'm not going to go towards that just yet. I'm going to do that first and then jump and jump. I still got hit by it anyway, despite the fact that I was trying to avoid it as much as possible. It didn't really work out in my favor. Just charge this up and then swoop. He tried. He really tried. And then I'm just going to float over this. Almost. It's kind of hard to get used to like how little the floating effect is at the moment if you're used to the older Unica Hugo kind of floating where you just last much longer than this. I really can't wait to get that ruby. It's coming up really, really shortly. I still love the little speed boost I get where I kind of glitch into the wall a little bit and just kind of speed along. This room right over here, just a little bit further in. Get rid of all you. Thank you. And then right over here, I should be able to get my ruby. So up here, and then ruby. There we go, that's all we needed. There we go, Inferno is stronger, and now what we can do is just charge this up, and then get a much longer burst so we can just charge it up and actually make that gap now. We're not gonna go there just yet because we're about to hit a warp point momentarily, so I'm just gonna do this, avoid these. Get rid of you since you're right there, thank you. And then we're just gonna continue forward. Right over here, we get the warp, thank you. There we go, and now we can just warp right over here. So I'm just gonna warp back to Guilty Fire 1. And then charge up this so we can actually jump and make this gap. So we'll just do that, there we go. Hello. Okay, fine, I'll kill you. There. Now can I grab it? There we go. 2000 SP. Not really useful, but it's still nice to have. There we go. Alrighty. And as you know what's coming up, the Devil's Corridor. Let's see how Toll gets through this situation. What the? Ah, this must be the Devil's Corridor. Wait, is that? There's trouble I don't need. Okay, the color seems to be returning to her face at least. She should wake up soon enough. Unica Tova, Commander Tova's daughter. Maybe it was fate that it ran to her here. Tova took out the Crimson Lotus Blade. This is for the best. I don't deserve his power in the first place. I feel better giving it to one who does. The Devil's Corridor. A trapped inner spire where wind is drawn in from outside and converted into a sinister melody that drives all who hear it mad. That's pretty low, even for this slot. If I transform, its effect should be nullified. Or... there may be some way to negate the sound itself. Perhaps drowning it out with echoes from a holy melody? Like... no. I don't have the skill for that. If I transform, I should be able to bear the noise with minimal harm. I'll just have to do what I can to maintain my demonic form long enough. Alright. So we're basically just gonna be going in guns blazing, essentially. That is how we're gonna get through this. But thankfully enough, we have this ability which gives us health back whenever we attack. Unfortunately, it uses a lot of MP in order to get that health, so it's best if we just keep moving for now, so we can get through to this area over here. There we go, let me just grab this to get my health back, thank you. And hello there. Rue appears to be hungry. Seems you're another unfortunate bystander in the Devil's Corridor. Perhaps there's something I could do to help. Here we go. We get the Ring of Ease. Not ease, ease. I sense a considerable power in this ring. Power to reduce the consumption of magical energy, if I'm not mistaken. This should make it much easier to use the Thunderclaw on those demons inside. Thank you, little one. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you for spelling it out completely. So yes, equipping the Ring of East allows us to not use as much MP, but we do lose a little bit of strength, but we get some defense while we wear it. Okay, that's nice. So you basically just use Thunderclaw more often because it doesn't use as much in order to use it. But we also need some health, so let's just get that back really quick. Thank you, game. And we're gonna go inside and get rid of all those enemies in there with the Thunderclaw. So we can kind of just go in, and since it doesn't cost as much to use, we can get rid of them much more easily. So basically, our method of getting through this area is complete another brute force. There we go. Let's get rid of you while we're at it. There we go, get my health back, and then there. And now, since I have a lot of enemies left to deal with, I'm gonna transform so I can just do this and get a lot of health back much more quickly. There we go. Let's grab all of this, grab this here so I have a little bit more strength. And I kind of have to do this quick because I'm running out of my devil form. So I'll just get rid of this. So I'm not even really close to running out, so there we go. There we go. Now that we have all our health back, we're just gonna keep doing this. Get rid of you and get rid of you. Alrighty. I am missing one, probably all the way in the beginning, which is unfortunate. So we're just gonna kind of run for it now. Keep running, keep running. Where is it? Where is it? Should be all the way down there. Get rid of you, thank you. Alrighty, so unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to make it all the way up there, my current situation, so I'm gonna go right out here for a second and just wait. Or I can just do this. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna go. Just run for it and just charge this up so we can get my health back with enemies that spawn. So, thank you. Alrighty, and get some health back from you as well. We're gonna keep going while this gauge fills up. Just kind of get closer, thank you. Get my health back, get my health back, thank you. Get my health back. And then we're gonna go straight over here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Alrighty. Alrighty, so we have this door over here, which leads to progress, but we have another area. So before we do that, we're gonna go this way. Because, you know, don't go towards progress yet. Do this first and then grab this Pleraria ore. There we go. Our weapons are now a little bit stronger, so it kind of negates the whole, hey, we lost out on some attack because we just got our weapons even stronger now. So that's great. So I'm just gonna kind of just park it right here for a second. I'm gonna get my health back. Thank you, game. You know exactly what I want. Get that speed right there. Perfect. And then we're gonna just run through the rest of this. It's pretty quick. We don't have to do too much. Just get my health back from you. Thank you. And then we're good. Perfect. We're pretty much done with that annoyance. Get rid of you since you're right here. Unfortunately, or fortunately for them, I should say, they're not blinking red. It still means I'm gonna kill them regardless. Just jump down here, jump up. Because I want that item over there. So what I'm going to do is just kind of do a swoop and get the distance, swoop, swoop, and then one more swoop. And then grab this, which honestly is not really that helpful with Toll. The Spirit Cape. As you know, the Spirit Cape, we just pop it on and we kill our ones that we're not moving. It works in pretty much all areas, which can be helpful, but I don't really necessarily need it. So we're just gonna go right over here and get rid of all these enemies right over here. Swoop, 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 swoop. There we go. Get rid of you in the meantime as well. And you know, stay close to me. You know what, I'm just gonna do this, charge this up. Come to me. Thank you. Now you're dead. Okay, perfect. There's a chest right over there we want to grab, so we're gonna just do a swoop, 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 swoop. Ignore you for now and just miss entirely. Okay, that's fine. Let's try that again. Swoop, 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 swoop. I'm gonna swap over to this so I have like a little bit of, there we go. And that gives us the banded boots. So now, even though this hasn't really been an issue in the slightest, we now can actually have great heat resistance. Hooray! Again, not that it's really been an issue, but yeah, we're just gonna kind of do that, get right back around. Little bit of a speed moment there. And over here is just kind of pointless, as usual. So swoop, swoop, swoop. Get up here, and then there we go. Hello there. You just kind of chill right there while I attack you a couple times. Get about 17 extra experience going on. There we go. Stay. Oh, that's fine. I'll just do this. And kill you in midair. That was fun. Let's get rid of these two. Perfect. Got my level up. And then we're going to go through here. Get some extra speed going. The game does not know how to handle that in the slightest. Here we go. And now we're pretty much in the final-ish area of the Guilty Fire. I want to get rid of you, so just kind of park it right there for me. Thank you. We're going to head this way so I can activate the whole torch nullification thing so we can get to this area and actually progress by getting what we need. But in the meantime, here's a nice little chunk of experience. Just gather them all together right over here. Get rid of you. Thank you. And you have a lot more health than I thought. There we go. Alrighty. Just going to go right over here. Shoop. Ignore you in the meantime because we need to do this first. There we go. Alrighty, now in order to get in there, we need to, light those again. So, let's do that. Start off by having my game kind of mess up there for a second. That's fine. Yeah, I love those momentary speed boosts when you're clinging to a wall. Just don't get how that works, but there's one. Get rid of you, get me that sweet experience. Thank you. Okay. Jump, jump, jump. You missed me entirely, and I'm okay with that. You go over this way because there should be a lone torches on that side. I always forget. Grab that first. There we go. Swoop. Since we got a bunch of enemies right over here that are just kind of chilling, give me that sweet SP. Thank you. I'm just going to ignore you because I want to continue. And then, right over here, we have a chest to grab. There you go, Cell and Panacea. I'm going to use it immediately this time, not that. There we go, got more health. And then we're gonna go back down and then get this torch over in this direction. And then make sure to get the one all the way back over here. In the grinding spot. I'm gonna be making use of that. Obviously, I'm gonna be making use of that. It's nice to have. So we're just gonna go right over here. Because the moment that we hit this, we have all those guys floating in the air. They're gonna be floating in the air for a little bit of an eternity until I come back in that room anyway. Because now we're back in, over here.
So the barrier was linked to all those unlit torches? I had to do a lot better than that.
All right, so let me open it and not use magic next to it. They get the construct medallion for the next boss. So before I do my momentary grinding, we're gonna head over here and activate the pedestal we need in order to actually do that. Let me just do this. There we go. There we go, they tried and failed miserably. All right, and up we go. Let's do this. And I'm actually going to save up my SP for now because there is something I kind of want to get, which, yeah, I kind of want that. So I should get about 17,000 SP and then I should be good to go for that. But you know what it is? I'm about to go fight a boss, so let's get some grinding in. Just get off the screen and I'll get my transition. Alrighty, the grinding has been done. I got a couple extra levels in order to get enough SP in order to get enough for increased SP game. That'll definitely help out in order to get more abilities later, get it earlier now. And then let's strengthen the current leggings. There we go. Perfect. Now that's all settled. We're going to use a contract medallion on the door. Place of the inconvenient devil. Yeah, it is kind of really inconvenient still. But hello there. Alrighty, Jalaldi, the murderous construct. Yeah, we're basically doing the same exact battle as before. We just need to tear off the arms, just make sure he does it again. We're just gonna jump over that so we don't get hit by it. And then just do that, dodge that, and then we're just gonna wait until he gets it in our face. Just kind of do the little chompy chomp, and then we're just gonna go over and then get a lot of damage just by attacking him like crazy. There we go. Then he gets his arms back, and then we just repeat the process. There we go, get rid of this one. I got on top there and just spun around like crazy. That was kind of funny. Ow. That's fine, that was only 3 damage. There we go. And then we're just gonna do this, thank you. And now we just gotta wait for him to just do that. Ow, that's a problem. Oh well, I'll just get a couple extra attacks in now, there we go. Do that, I'm just gonna jump in and get you a teeny bit. Okay, do that again, thank you. I didn't mean to get hit by it both times, but that's fine. Just get your arms back and I'll fix the process this time around. Do that. There we go. Now do your little spinny attack. There we go. I jumped a little too early there. That's fine. I'll just do this, get rid of that. Then we're just gonna wait until he does his little chomp chomp, do this, and then just do a boatload of damage. There we go. He's nearly dead already. Come on, do your stomp. Oh, slam, I guess, would be a better word for that. That's totally fine. It's been a while since I got hit by that attack outright. Come on. Gonna do a little bit of one of these, just kind of move out of the way. Thank you. Can you attack? Thank you. I missed, that's fine. I'll just get in the lava. Totally fine with that. Alrighty, do your chompy chomp, and then I'll go over and get this attack going, and then just a couple extra, really? Really? Can you like, just let me end you already? Like, it would be great. I'll just get in the lava this time. Pop. Totally fine. Now, can you get rid of your other arm already? Just jump. Whatever. Just do a little bit of damage while I'll just wait. Just wait. Can you do a punchy punch? That's fine, thank you. And then bam, 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 bam. Really? Oh, well. I'll just get rid of your laser nonsense by just kind of avoiding the lasers. By standing in lava, which is funny. Can you punch already? Punch. That works. Thank you. And now do your thingy. There we go, thank you. Die. That could have gone slightly better. That's totally fine. Just gonna keep moving forward now. Jump, and then we can just go. Wait! It's you. Thank you for saving me earlier. And giving me my dad's sword. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I go out of my way to help the enemy? I don't know, but you did. You were carrying me out of that corridor. I was kind of, half in and half out. It was you who was carrying me. That much I remember very clearly. Sounds like a dream to me. Maybe a nightmare. That's all you have to say. I'm afraid I really must be going. Wait! My dad told me about you. He said you were the most trusted of all his men, that you pretty much carry the Holy Knights all on your own. guess that Kishko guy was the one who killed him. I'm sorry, I jumped to conclusions. No need for apologies. I am your enemy after all. I stood by when your father died. I didn't do a thing to try to save him. Seems like I should be the one apologizing to you, don't you think? But... Word's a cruel place, little girl. You need to come to terms with that. Or are you good as dead already? Hopefully you learned that lesson earlier when... Wait, how did you get here? There's no way you should have been able to make it through the Devil's Corridor in one piece. But here you are, so I'm asking you, how? How's that even possible? Well... You can thank your little brother for that. Adina! You. It's been quite some time, Toll. Circumstances aside, it's good to see you're well. How very kind of you to say, though well is a relative term. Well, let's dispense with the pleasantries. You might understand that my brother found a way to silence the Devil's Corridor. He did, apparently by breaking some kind of air intake valve on one of the outer walkways. So now it's just a normal hallway, or as close to normal as anything in this place can get anyway. It's a feat worthy of the successor to House Fact, wouldn't you say? I see. So he puzzled it out, did he? In some ways, you haven't changed one bit. What do you mean? Isn't it obvious? You always get that proud look on your face anytime someone praises your little brother. It's worth coming here just to see that expression. All right, Unica, let's head back, shall we? Yes, ma'am. Hold it right there. What was your purpose in coming here? There was no time for a proper greeting when we last met. I simply felt it wasn't right to leave on such aggressive terms. Plus, our little night here wanted to thank you for saving her and apologize for your earlier actions. Just know that this is a problem for you. No, it's fine. Well, I got your attention though. I'd like to address some of the more hostile sentiments you expressed. Plans to use the goddess for some nefarious purpose. Talk of conquering Ys. Radical material to be sure, but you really think anyone's buying it? Well, you've always were pretty rash, jumping right in where the goddesses fear to tread. Careless as can be. Considering what you said and done thus far, I certainly have no intention of asking you to join us. But still, just remember, you can depend on us should you ever feel the need. We'll always be here for you. That was truly pathetic play for my sympathies. Rash and careless, that sounds about right. But it's who I am, and it's what I do best. Might as well see this madness through to the end. Yes, next time Azure plays more Ys Origin, we're gonna head into the Silent Sands. See you all then.